flowers, 4 o'clocks, zinnias, bachelor buttons, and many more. Once seedlings emerge and get their first true set of leaves, thin as indicated on the package. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Partly sunny and nice today, high 84 to 86. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 64 to 69. Pleasant tomorrow, sunshine and patchy clouds, high 85 to 87. Nice on Wednesday with clouds and sunshine, high 84 to 89. Thursday, partly sunny, breezy and pleasant, high 83 to 86. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Brian May.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. That's right. Monday. It is Ocala Talks. Got me for 30 more minutes. Then the American Moms come in and just take over the studio. They just come in and they put their mom imprint on it and just take over. And we all look at them and go, they're moms, so okay. You know, don't argue with mom. The American Moms right here at 10:30 today. AT&T will combine its massive media operations that include CNN, HBO, TNT, and TBS, and a $43 billion deal with Discovery Channel, the owner of the lifestyle networks, including Food Network and HGTV. The deal was announced Monday. It would create a separate media company with households increasingly abandoning cable and satellite TV, looking instead to Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. In an all-stock deal, AT&T will receive $43 billion in a combination of cash, debt securities, and Warner's Media retention of certain debt. AT&T shareholders will receive stock representing 71% of the new company, and Discovery stockholders will own 29% of the new company. HBO Max is a direct competitor with Netflix, Apple, Disney, and Comcast. Discovery launched a standalone streaming service called Discovery Plus this year. And this is happening because people cut the cord. I cut the cord 3-4 years ago. I hadn't had satellite or cable in 3 or 4 years, and I don't miss a sporting event. I don't miss movies. I don't miss television shows. I get it all. Get it all through a streaming service. And I get it anywhere I want to. I can watch it on my phone. I can watch it on my tablet. I can actually go, and if there's a smart TV in a hotel room where I'm staying, I can see if my app, which it always is because I'm with one of the big streaming services, go to my app on the TV, and I can watch my television, my local stories and everything from right there at the hotel that I'm staying at. It's much better now. The internet has allowed for these kind of things. And so AT&T, DirecTV, Dish Network, Comcast, Bright House, they're all having to figure out new ways to get customers because people are cutting the cord. AT&T giving up some of its media business. That's directly against what they had done before. Because in 2018, they tried to push a deal through with Time Warner, but the Justice Department said it was too much of a monopoly. So now this new deal with Discovery, see how it works out. The deal is expected to close by the middle of 2022. So, and this weekend, I watched a fantastic movie that I streamed, not with AT&T, but I streamed it with another service. And it was remember the show that had Robert Urich playing Spencer for Hire. Remember, Robert Urich had made his bones in the '70s show SWAT. He was Street in the '70s show SWAT, and then he got the Spencer for Hire show and had his sidekick Hawk with him, and it was like a private detective show. Well, there was a reboot of that show made into a movie. In 2020, of course, it went right to streaming services because there was no theater in 2020. This would have been one of those movies that they'd have played up as a big blockbuster if they'd have had a chance. And it was actually a pretty good movie. It's called Spencer Confidential. Mark Wahlberg plays Spencer, and he's got Hawks with him as a sidekick and everything. It's a hour and 50-minute run. Pretty good movie if you like to turn your brain off and just watch movies that don't take a lot of thought. You know that there's a clear bad guy, clear good guy. And by the way, the premise of this is he has to do some time because he did something as a cop, and he gets out of prison. First person there to meet him is his ex-partner, who, when you see the guy in the movie, you go, well, that's the bad guy in the movie. Because he's a bad guy in every movie he's in. You knew right away who the bad guys and the good guys were. So your brain didn't have to work real hard. And sometimes those are the best movies to watch. I watched that yesterday morning. It was really, really entertaining. Hour and 50-minute long. And it's on a streaming service. It was a exclusive to this one streaming service. So that's where you are. You got all these streaming services now that are going to compete. And they're going to compete for your dollar. Whereas before, and they're trying to do it again, AT&T's getting an agreement with Discovery and all. They're trying to make these mergers so they got these big conglomerates so that they don't have to compete for your dollar. They just tell you this is how much it costs and you pay for it. Streaming services had done away with that. And you're seeing the big conglomerates try to buy stuff up and everything, but there's still plenty of streaming services out there that I don't believe will ever be bought up. So it's going to keep competition good. It's going to keep the prices down low. Because I literally went, I didn't lose any service. I actually got more service now that I just joined Peacock at $4.95 a month. But I got more service now than I had when I had satellite or when I had cable. And I'm paying about a third of the price. Cable and all used to cost me $150, $160 a month. Streaming's about $50 a month. Total. And I'm not losing any service. I get the same exact service. I get the same exact interaction. I get the same exact television. And actually, mine's a little better because I set it up so that it thinks my address is one place. And so I'm getting the stuff that I want as my local channels and my regional sports channels. So it really works out streaming as opposed to the cable or the satellite. And a lot of people have gone that way, and these companies are trying to figure out other ways to compete. And it's always going to it's going to go up in price when these companies start to merge, I know. But I don't think it'll ever get to where it's $160, $170 a month again like it was with my cable bill and my satellite bill. And then you put on top of that the Sunday tickets you got to buy for $189 for the year so you can watch the Falcons play. You know, it was ridiculous how much cable was costing, but there was no competition. Bright House, Comcast, or what's the other one here? Used to be Embark, CenturyLink. That's all you had, or DirecTV and Dish Network. 5 entities. That's it. Well, now you have a plethora of streaming services that allow you to compete and shop around and find what's better, what's cheaper. And it all started with a company that originally just sent you DVDs in the mail. You paid $7.99, you got DVDs in the mail. Now they're a streaming service. There's all kind of streaming services out there. And it just is good for competition. It's good for helping people get a good deal for television at a less cost price using it through the internet and streaming services. So although AT&T is trying to enter this deal with Discovery to try to take some of that market back, I think in the end streaming is going to outlive these big conglomerates, as it should, by the way. That's just, it should outlive the big conglomerates. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Governor DeSantis, the CDC. Well, the CDC is confusing. Well, the governor's not. We'll talk about that next, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime.